Welcome back to the show, you guys.
Thanks for coming back.
All right, so we're going to recap the Jags and the New York Giants game. Little low scoring out of this. I thought there was going to be a little more scoring. I get the Jags defense got dang scary, but still, I thought there was going to be a little more scoring. But hey, man, we got a 20-15 game. It was a close game. It was a good game, so I was happy about that. I'm gonna start off with the Jags. Offensive wise, they got some work to do. Defensive wise, I mean, come on, man, they're legit. So, offensive wise, man, they got some question marks. I think the biggest question mark is Fournette going to be okay? He got injured. I don't think he finished the game. Yeah, so that's a big question mark. And another one is I'm about to ask his opinion. Who's their weapons as far as receivers? It was a struggle out there for Bortles to find somebody. You know, they both just recently got rid of both of the Allen brothers. So, not brothers, but I call them Allen brothers because their first name's Allen. But they don't have them anymore. They don't really have big-name weapons. I do like D Westbrook. He's Blue Minnesota, by the way. But I do really like him, but he didn't really do much. What is your thoughts and opinions, man? Where do you think they need to find their weapons at?
I just think they need to get one more consistent play from DD and get him more involved.
Yep.
I know they got a few more targets, but you just got to keep on feeding him the ball because really you don't really have anyone else. I don't really think Moncrief's that good of a receiver.
Yeah.
Cole didn't really play that great. Granted, they're going against a pretty good secondary. Jack Rabbit is one of the best corners in the league still. Lonnie Carlos is one of the best safeties in the league still. So that's a good defense, good defensive line.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, definitely need to get him more involved. If he doesn't step up, then I don't know what their answer is.
Right.
Maybe try to get Dez, I guess.
Yeah, something. Just to add on what he's saying, yeah, he's right. You know, the corners for the Giants ain't nobody to sleep on. Jack Rabbit did intercept Bortles. It was a really good interception.
He almost had another one too.
Yeah, but yeah, man, they're not like, this is the thing, they're not super elite. So that's the thing. You still got to have some weapons out there. Their tight end is Austin Seferius Jenkins. He looked okay. He just looked really slow because, you know, he's been out for the league for a little while. I don't know exactly the number, but I know he's been out for a while. And he looks a little chunkier and a little slower. So I'm like, man, you got to find some weapons. But we're going to move on to the Giants now. Man, their defense looked really good. Really good at times. Yeah, the corners played really well. I think their best strong suit is that defensive line. Really good defensive line. Yeah. But the biggest question mark for me on this Giants team is that O-line. Holy moly. They got eaten up by the Jags line. And I understand that's the Jags line, and this is the first game that this line is really kind of been together. Now, there's a couple players that's been there last year, but they switched positions. So it was almost like having a new offensive line. So I get that as well. But, man, they got chewed up. And my question for him is, if they continue this, what's going to happen with these Giants, man?
They're going to have a rough season. Saquon Barkley's not going to have a season that everyone is predicting him to, because he's one of those running backs that needs a line. Because he struggled at times when he was with Penn State because his line was terrible there too.
Right.
So he definitely needs an offensive line to flourish. Eli Manning definitely needs an offensive line. He can't move around. He's old now. So they got to play better. Eric Flowers, I don't like picking on players, but he's got to play better. He had two penalties back-to-back pretty much, and he gave it up a sack. Granted, playing against Campbell and those defensive ends and just defensive line in general for Jacksonville is amazing. So I'm not going to overreact too much on this game, but yeah, they got dominated. Eli Manning had a rough game when it came to that. They got to figure out something. The other issue with this is Ingram is a receiver pretty much, so he can't stay in there to chip.
Right.
And if you keep a blocking tight end there, so then you just have to go down to three receivers with Shep and then Ingram as your kind of slot receiver and Beckham as your other receiver. And Shep's not really a number two receiver; he's more of a slot. So they got to figure out something. left tackle that used to play for the Patriots, Nate Solder, he got dominated as well.
Yeah.
Willie Hernandez got dominated. Granted, he's a rookie, so I'm not expecting him to ball out first game of his career. But Giants definitely have a lot of things to get figured out. Barkley played well. His stat line's a little deceiving. He had an amazing long touchdown for like 70 yards almost.
Right.
So his stat line's a little higher than, a little more deceiving. In actuality, he had like pretty much 36 yard-ish on a whole bunch of carries. So he kind of got stuffed up a little bit. Granted, gets going against a really great defense, really fast defense. First game of his career. So my biggest issue with him at the beginning of his career was he got to hit those holes. He can't be dancing around. Not in college anymore. He got to put his head down, which he did a little bit in this game. So I'm definitely impressed for the most part. He definitely a rookie, so I'm not going to expect him to be the greatest player ever his first game against pretty much the best defense in the league. My last point is Beckham's looks like the best receiver in the league still.
Yeah.
One of them, I mean. He wasn't guarded by Ramsey all the time, so he might have struggled a little bit more if Ramsey was on him more. They played a lot of zone, so I think that's one of the big reasons why Beckham had such a great game. But yeah, he looked like the same player he was.
Right. Piggyback off of that, he did. He had a great game, 11 receptions, 111 yards. But this is the big thing that kept him out of the end zone because, he's an end zone machine. And that's the biggest thing that kept him out of the end zone. And, yeah, man, these Giants just in general had a tough time scoring. They kicked all field goals in all three quarters. And finally, they scored a touchdown in the final quarter, and it was just too late at that point. Yeah, man, another issue for me is, Barkley, man. He needs to get going, and the offensive line needs to help him get going. That is the thing. I do think Barkley is going to have a good year because he does. He shows glimpses of that. And in this game, he had a 70-something yard run, which was really good against a really good defense. So that shows you right there that he shows
68 yard.
Yeah, so that shows you right there that he has glimpses of he could be great. And yeah, he went against a really tough defense. So I think if he can get going, he can help this offense. And let me tell you, Mr. Flowers, the offensive lineman for the Giants, he got bullied in this game, like bad. So hopefully he can switch things around and help the offensive line because he got bullied, dude. But yeah, that's all really I got to say about this game.
All right, well, this is the pick.
Well, please like and subscribe and comment down below, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks for watching.